what happened in the last video. I hurried down to the second floor, but Mitsuki's voice is coming from even farther down. I have to keep going to this first floor ahead of me to the others. And here is more MrDudeManSir. Search mode. So I need to find her? Where could she possibly be? I mean, there's many different places. Oh, and by the way, kind of nurse's office would be a big deal right now. Bring her over here, like patch up his leg, be like, you're brand new, and it'll be all good. But I doubt it'd be all good. I doubt he'd be any of these rooms either. I bet she would be directly downstairs, and I can save me like, okay, it's gonna stop me. There's a large hole in the floor here. It's much too big to jump over. Okay then, I understand. I need to go do like other things, maybe down these stairs. I don't know. But this is still downstairs and it's all good. I hope it's not gonna be like another gigantic hole in the floor. And be like, oh, you can't go this way either, so you're just gonna be trapped with this floor and stuff. And that would be bad. Because actually, let's make sure that this is the only way she could have went. I think that's the whole point of that whole being there anyways. So let's see. There's a whole hallway, there's a second wing, and there's a holy crap, a bunch of more stuff, but I am actually kind of familiar with this area now. Wherever she could go. Possibly the exit. Oh yeah, am I supposed to be going to the exit? No. I didn't know the others are. Not me. Maybe she would be there though. Let's see. No, doesn't look like it. Gotta go outside, right? One way or another, we're going to make it out of the school. All of us together. That's a good mindset. Better than all the others. Most people are like, I'm gonna die here. And then there's like freaking Morishke just like, I'm gonna become one with this place. Did you go to the second wing? I doubt it. Maybe. Let's go to the second wing then. Oh wait, it stopped me. It stopped me. Okay, the door leading up to the covered walkway is frozen in place. As if it's just a decoration on the wall. It can't be opened. Well, that's kind of bad. I kind of need to go out there. So I actually should probably examine the door. Yeah, okay. Because I have like just tried walking to places that tell me the door's locked, and I have to examine it and be like, oh, wait a second. Never mind, I was wrong. The door actually isn't locked. So, just lols JK, you can walk through it and stuff. It's bad. And then sometimes you have to examine the door for a code to appear, and it's just all annoying. But I got stopped, so I need to start reading now. No. If I just got this place mapped out right in my head, I'll be getting farther and farther from where I heard her voices. Way I should go back. Okay, so the thing is she's not at the locker room. I can't get past there. Possibly she went up in one of these. Possibly the place upper. I don't know. I'm guessing if I am going the wrong way, she'll be okay. This is gonna stop me and stuff. Wait, no. Yeah, okay, it's gonna say the same thing. However, there's a body here. I can examine it. Like, oh my gosh, there's the body. Let's examine it. That's already complete corpse. Having a complete skill is virtually impossible to determine the age or gender. Fortunately, the deceased name tag is on the Toru Mutaka Bishi or Punkuro, which is tradeable. It's good. Well, let's just go up the stairs then? I went the complete wrong path, maybe? Did I? It seems like I did. I shouldn't have even gone downstairs. Wait, no, I did. It's just okay. If I keep running in circles like this, I never find her. I was in a state of panic, and I was allowing it to steer my path. Frustrated with the situation, and with myself for choosing to give up and head back empty-handed, I forced myself to stop and turn. I was going to do what I should have done in the first place. Call out Mitsuki's name with everything I had in me, and hope she responded. Mitsuki! Mitsuki, where are you? We're all here! No answer. Just the cold, lonely sounds of rain and wind bearing down on this old, dilapidating building. This may have been a fairly large school, but sound traveled well in here. If she were anywhere in this hallway, I'm sure she would have heard me. And if she were just minutes ago, she definitely should have been here around now. Could something have happened to her? Mitsuki. I hope not. That would be just bad. Where am I? Okay. So it's just all... Okay. I'm just gonna go back upstairs, I guess. Unless you're gonna stop me again for like the 15th time. Good. I can walk up the stairs. Let's just, where else do I need to go? Lab? Okay, I can't go up here anyway, so there's only like 3 different places I can check. So I'm gonna check the lab and see if I can actually get in there and stuff. I doubt it, but let's just see. No? I'm not even there yet. It takes so freaking long to do stuff. You should be able to, okay, yeah, so that's nice. Wait a second. Can I go to right about here and find that key and use it to my advantage, possibly? They open up the door, or possibly to the nurse's office or the lab. How does be dandy? Because this is where I dropped that. Right around somewhere like here? No. Possibly over to my left. No. It isn't anywhere to be seen. Maybe up in the sky? No. Maybe on this hall. I'm hoping to find it somewhere. He dropped it, and I'm gonna find his droppedness. Possibly, no, it's not gonna be inside of a crack in the wall. That would just be weird. Maybe I need to go up to one of these little classrooms. 3A. I've been to 3A so many times. Usually there's nothing to do with 3A. But let's see if I can just do it, because there's only one other place after I examine 3A that I can go to. Unless I need to, like, do some crazy thing to unlock stuff. But it seems like there's a corpse that's like 5 times my size in this corner right over here. It's freaking gigantic. It's bigger than his like desks, just sitting down. It's a newly deceased corpse. Based on her appearance and dress, she seems to have been female. There's a student ID name tag on her feet. Karasuyama High School. Megumi Onda. Okay. So it's just that. It's one of those things. But there's blood, there's a little cabinet thing. It looks like they look at it looks all weird and stuff. But I'm gonna examine this after I turn to red and blue a lot. How do feel? Okay. How don't feel? How doesn't? How does it feel to be stranded? How does it feel to be stand? I am not exactly sure. The writing is partially erased, making it hard to interpret what it might have said. I'm going to sit here and examine this. I don't freaking know. Oh, yeah, okay, I don't freaking know that. I'm going to examine the cabinet now. This door seems might be openable. Hey, it's a bunch of dishes. They must have been propped against the door. They're all wet and body prints all over them. It's a little disturbing. Just a little bit. There's like plates with all kinds of blood over them. Man, I'm kind of used to it as well. However, you just been in here for like not even a day. So you kind of shouldn't be used to it yet. Yet you just feel like all kinds of this emotionless towards this stuff. Maybe you're just an emotionless person. It's cool. I like a good kundere whenever I see one. The words "kill before you are killed" are scribbled all over the skull flyer. There's a bunch of stuff to freaking examine this room. The cabinet is locked. There appear to be numerous thick books inside. They all have titles: The Truth of Ties, and Adorable Enough to Kill You. What will the last one possibly be? Really? Okay, I'm just going to try to explain this. It's about killing me. I'm just saying. It's probably about Sachiko, because she's all like adorable. I pressed the wrong button. There are letters scratched into the corner of the blackboard, seemingly with fingernails. Do not trust them, they will betray you. Stop yelling at me, chalkboard. I've already had a freaking cabinet yell at me before. I'm not in the mood for this. The one who volunteered to go will betray you most severely. Okay. That's a nice thing to remember in the future, I guess. Whenever I have someone who's probably going to betray me. There's absolutely no scenery outside this window, just pitch blackness, and the window itself isn't budging at all. It simply will not open, no matter how much force is exerted upon it. Well then. I think this is it. No, I already read the piece of paper. Didn't I? Did I read it? Yeah, okay, I understand. I need to kill before I get killed. That's it. That's all I need to examine. I'm gonna go upstairs. Because it seems like the only thing else I could do. I went downstairs. It told me I'm just going in circles. I tried going to the lab. It's like, oh, it's locked. And that one freaking guy, oh my gosh, there's a guy. I forgot his name, but he's the guy who freaking murdered me so many times in the first game. What? Is that, Okay. You know, I actually want to have a little bit of fun. So I'm going to save, because I actually haven't saved for the last, like, half an hour. And I'm going to go examine him. It appears to be a white ghost of a young boy. Should I do it? I almost definitely die. Okay, I gotta look at it. Oh my freaking jump scares. I got you. Not fast, eh? I thought I was gonna have like some sort of excruciating thing, not just like dead. Huh. Well, that's one more end close to the final chapter, I guess. Well then. Freaking little blue boys trying to kill me and whatnots. But good thing I have a save state. Hey little kid. You see this? I'm back. You didn't kill me. Because I'm alive now. I have the power of ultimateness, which is saving. And I can just have as many lives as I freaking want to. Except I cannot go upstairs. So what I'm gonna do is it looks like I need to leave. So goodbye, Mr. Little Blue Kid. Possibly I need to go back downstairs and like maybe I'll say to myself, oh man, I'm going back in circles again. I wonder what I need to do. And then I'm just gonna go insane or something. It's all Stanley Parable all over again. I realize I don't have any feet. I actually can't even see myself. So what's stopping me from thinking I'm not even real? Maybe I can use the wise words of a philosopher. I think, therefore I am. And that will help me realize that I am, in fact, real. However, I cannot go anywhere. I am trying to use philosophy to my advantage, but I actually cannot because I'm just done. I can't do anything. I'm just walking in circles. Oh my gosh. Never mind that statement. I found stuff. What the heck was that? What just appeared in front of me? It's probably a little blue fire. I see a blue fire. If you can't see the blue fire, you're kind of blind. From the looks of it, you're another victim dragged here against your will, no? Well, I'll tell you now, there's no escape from the school. There is nothing to be gained here but despair. Though if you have got an iron will, you might be enough to survive for a little while at least. Here you should have this. It'll keep the wandering spirits at bay, though it only works once. So take it. Get out of here and fight like that word you can see. Stay alive as you possibly can. What'd I get? The spirit vanished, but lying on the floor below it was Ben Gemstone. Oh, it's the Power Stone! It's the Power Stone! Specifically a violet color, but it's possibly an amethyst. That's what they said in the first game as well. So I could use it to keep the water spirits at bay for one time, huh? I guess you meant the full body ones. I got the Power Stone! I got the Power Stone! One amethyst. Of course, he also said there was no escape from here, but it was prerogative to believe that I wanted to believe and ignore what I wanted to ignore. I got the Power Stone again. I feel so powerful now that I have it again. I most definitely will not lose it. And this is, break the Power Stone, and then just, get hit by it many ways and die? Like in the first game? And it was so annoying? Oh man. Let's just hope I don't know. I'm the only person here that thinks having the Power Stone again is really cool and nostalgic. I don't know. I think it's cool. I really do. But hey, let's just use it now. I don't need to keep talking about it. I'm excited about it having it, and let's just use it. Let's just throw it at him or something. Be like, oh my god, there's a little Power Stone. I'm weakless. I'm, helpless to that freaking Power Stone. I'm also, can't do anything about saves, so save all you can, so you don't die from them anyways. Hey little kid. Hey little kid, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna use the amethyst. I held the amethyst in front of me and approached the spirit. I'm not even gonna fall for your jump scares! And incredibly, where both of the ghosts of the gems faded and disappeared. Huh. The stairwell is now free to be traversed. I thought it was gonna be a jump scare. It was gonna be bad if it was. Oh my gosh, she looks terrified. Emmy, are you okay? There was, a ghost at the bottom of the stairs. Where's everyone else? Come on, we have to cut the Emma situated before we can get out of here. Emmy says it's absolutely wrecked with tears, and she was shaking her head violently. She wanted to tell me something, but the words weren't coming. He died, didn't he? Man, that's terrible. I had a really bad feeling about this. I ran past her to the bathrooms to where Katayama was being lifted onto Yuya's shoulders when I left. Why? Katayama was back on the floor, where we had set him down and the whole ordeal began. Why wasn't he on Yuya's shoulders? What was going on? I had an inkling, but I didn't want to believe it, so I pushed it out of my mind. Yuya, what are you still doing here? We need to get Katayama ready to go. He didn't make it. What? Right after you left, he let out a huge scream and then just went limp. Oh. I didn't know what else to say. A person that just died. And not some stranger, but a person I knew. A friend. It was the strangest feeling. I kept looking at him and thinking, is he really dead? Is really what a person looks like when he dies? Seeing him like that drained every last bit of my energy I had left in me. I fell to my knees, thoroughly defeated. Okawa says he wasn't moving from Katayama's side. So what are we supposed to do now? Emily and I couldn't stay near the body. We'd gone down to the second floor where he picked up a corner and just stood there, trying to recompose ourselves. Yuji elected to stay with Okawa on the third floor. I guess to try to break him from the shock and help put some distance between him and Katayama. None of this felt real. Or maybe I just didn't want it to be real. It was a nightmare. It had to be. I need to sit up in my bed and it'll all be over. Why did this have to happen? I'm not waking up. I don't get it. I'm not waking up. I keep trying to tell myself that this is all a dream. Toko. My energy was waning again. I sank to the ground, landing on my knees. May fall off my lead and put an arm around me for comfort. Our friend had just died. He just died. God, why? Emmy and I looked at each other. We both heard them, footsteps coming down the hall. It was too dark to make out who it was, but the gate was decidedly male. The two of us slowly and quietly rose to our feet, hid around the corner and peeked out, both terrified and curious as to whom or what he might see. There, at the end of the hall, the figure finally came into view. It was a taller man, unsteadily teetering as slow as he strode towards us. It was Shimada, drenched from head to toe. Ah, Shima. Duh. Emmy shot forward, intending to run forward to him, but I grabbed her arm and held back without even thinking about it. She turned and looked at me with a puzzled expression. I can't handle him. What? Don't tell me he did something to you. Well, he did look at me when I was all drenched in wah and stuff. No. Thank goodness. At times like these especially, we need to keep each other in the loop about everything that happens. She looked back at me again and said this, staring right into my eyes in an almost disciplinary manner. It was a perfect guilt stare. I couldn't help but succumb to it, feeling bad for not having the filter on Shimada's incident. Yeah. Shimada continued a slow, wet walk down the hall. Then all of a sudden, for no discernible reason, he simply fell forward, landing on his hard knees. Something was wrong with him, and while I loathed the man, I didn't want to see him suffer. Emmy and I were both poised to rush to his aid, when other figures randomly began appearing all around him, figures of children, blue and ethereal, shimmering with their own light. Oh, that was the thing. But what? What are they? You could barely even see Shimimata from our vantage point anymore, as his body was obscured almost completely by the backs of these ghost children. He wasn't moving though, so it didn't seem like they were doing anything to him. But then, he wasn't moving. At all. It seemed highly suspicious. It occurred to me that we maybe should save him. I inched forward. He was still in exactly the same position where he had fell to his knees. He literally hadn't moved at all. Was he unconscious? Amy and I looked at one another and nodded. It was a silent signal to move forward to do whatever he could help. The children vanished as we approached, revealing a horrific sight. Shimimata's stomach had been flayed wide open. He was dead. The knife he'd flaunted earlier was jutting from the wound. It was almost a ceremonial death, like that of a samurai who had thrown himself on his sword. Kinda hard to scream. Not in the kind of mood to scream right now. No. What were those children? How should I know? And they might still be nearby. Kizami, it's horrible. Shimimata's... Yuya, who presumably rushed down to see what was wrong, calmly walked over to Shimimata's body. He was checking for signs of respiration or pulse. He turned back to face us again a moment later, and his facial expression said it all. Shimimata really was dead. Oh, I skipped it. Can I go up? No. I skipped it again, so I need to go to the message log. My friends and acquaintances were dying one by one. I guess I should say had died, but it didn't seem like it was over. Not by a long shot. This is bad. There's something in here with us. Something that's trying to kill us. And now I'll go back to the actual game. To see he's talking at them. Heck, it was doing more than trying. It really had succeeded twice over. I was scared, I was paranoid, I was shaking and crying and screaming inside. I was deathly afraid that someone or something else would show up. And then it did. Oh my gosh, this little blue glowing freaking Sachiko. It was a little girl in a red dress standing between us on the third floor staircase. I couldn't make out the expression on her face though, through her bangs. But I could literally feel the hatred in her eyes and stared into our souls. Then she turned around and slid up the staircase to a third floor hallway. Once, Emmy was turned the other way, so she hadn't seen the girl at all. She eventually followed our gazes, but by that time the girl was gone. She looked confused. That particular apparition looked a lot different from the other ghosts I'd seen, but there was still no doubt in my mind. She was definitely a ghost. What do we do about Okawa? We have to get him. We have to get out of the school now. I'll go calm him down. Wait. Yuya, I'll come with. It could be dangerous. You wait here. Dangerous? Well, that is the direction the girl in the red dress went, and I guess you didn't want me to put in harm's way. I nodded and watched his back recede into the darkness as he chased after Emmy. Pull yourself together. Pull yourself together, Toko. You know what they say. No weapon can pierce a calm heart. So, what's the most important thing right now? Yag! No. What's going on? Why was Emmy screaming? I could hear voices now. Emmy and Okawa were having a heated argument. That's not possible. We have to leave him and run. We'll get caught if we don't. No. We can't just leave him behind. We have to. We'll have to take him to get him to the hospital. But he's dead. No, he's not. He's dead! He is not! He can't be. Leave him and run? We'll get caught? The ghost girl must be pursuing them. This is bad. I have to go help them. What the? Murderer! Katayama's body was sprawled unceremoniously on the landing halfway to the 3rd floor, along with Okawa. At the top of the stairs stood Emi, and in the front of her Yuya, with an imposing scowl on his face. I didn't understand any of this. What just happened? That sounded like constipation. It was bad. Emi let another scream and came running towards me down the stairs. Okawa then seemed to be fallen and broken his arm. He was lopsidedly crawling towards me. It almost was as if he were trying to distance himself from Yuya. Murderer. Murderer! I ran to the base of the stairs to meet up with Emi. I needed some sort of context here. Emi, what happened? What's going on? Run away. You'll be killed. Kizami. Spartan kicked him down the stairs just like he did the other guy. Right out of the blue as well. What? I glanced up at Yuya. His face was shrouded in the darkness. I couldn't make any expression at all. Okawa seemed to have reached his breaking point. He just shot to his feet and took off behind me toward the 2nd floor as fast as he could. Yuya kicked Okawa down the stairs? Why? Yuya, it's not true, is it? Slowly he walked down to the landing. He was neither concerned nor scornful. His face was a blank state. As soon as he reached my level, he bent down and began fiddling with Katayama's body, raising the arms and letting them drop, wiping blood from the ears and nose, and then looking at it as if studying a specimen under a microscope. What the heck? He was enjoying this? I finally got to see the emotion written clearly on his face, and it was elation. How was this not a crazy dream? Yuya, no. Oh. This began splitting from my eyes like water. I was shocked, confused, and I don't even know what else. Toko, get away from him. Hurry. God, no! Emi and I found ourselves standing in front of the door to the school infirmary. Shimada took the key and lost it, so this room was no good. If we hid in a place like that, we'd be sitting ducks anyways. We need to go farther down, to the 1st floor. The poor girl was frantic. I can't say I blamed her, but, well, something about this whole situation didn't feel right to me. Emi, I'm still not sure we need to run. Huh? What? I just don't believe Yuya, kind, sweet Yuya, would be capable of doing something like that. But he really did kick him down the stairs. It happened. He kicked Okawa? How can that possibly be true? Fine, do what you want then. I don't care anymore. With that, Emi pushed me out of the way and ran past me, toward the stairway leading to the 1st floor. Emi, I had nothing more to say to you. You wouldn't believe me anyway, since you're just so convinced I'm lying. And off she went. I was now separated from every one of my friends, but was I really in danger? I mean, I was, but from Yuya. That just didn't seem right. Or more likely, I didn't want it to be. I wanted to believe that this was all a misunderstanding. My legs were shaking, my head was swimming. I just stood there, unsure of what I should go do or what I should do. Yeah, just that twice. And then, there he was. right behind me. And in his hands was Shimamada's huge knife, the one that was last seen jutting out of Shimamada's stomach. It was still dripping with blood. This definitely made matters more complicated. How could I doubt Yuya's guilt even when he was holding something like that? Why did he even have it? How could he possibly bring himself to pull a knife from his friend's lifeless corpse? But I wasn't going to run. I turned around and braced myself. I opened my mouth and thought of discussing this rant rationally. If I ran away now, I felt like it would be all over. There'd be nothing left to save. No one left to trust. But what could I possibly say to him? Oh my gosh. I have choices. I'm gonna save. And actually, this is a very bad time for me and you. But it is like a school day, and it's nearly 9:30 and stuff. So, yeah. And here is the choice. I need to choose. Why did you do it, or are you alright? However, I know that this guy's insane. I'm not gonna ask you all you're alright because he's gonna probably stab me in the neck or something. I'm just gonna ask you why you did it. Yuya, I can't believe you're capable of this. Why? Why'd you do it? My body was still visibly shuddering and my voice was breaking. I'd unconsciously taken an accusatory tone with him, which was not at all what I wanted, but it was too late to take it back now. I hoped he didn't notice, but he did. As soon as the word why slipped from my lips, his eyes glazed over, like glazed donuts. It was as if the warmth and compassion I had seen there before was tapped and drained, leaving behind nothing more than an empty container. You too, huh? You're the same as them. Then he just started muttering to himself and slowly walked right past me, as if I weren't even there. Yuya, wait! What is that in your hands? I thought I could put you to good use, and I'd put it to good use in a lot of ways. Stop this. Get rid of that thing. No, I couldn't let this go on. I grabbed him by the arm and just clung to him, putting my full weight on his body to keep him from going any further down the hallway. He was at the crossroads, about to walk down a path of no return, and I wasn't going to lose the kind of considerate Yuya I'd fallen for. I needed to learn how to read. Unfortunately, the only tools I had to my disposal for stopping him were my feelings, and those just weren't going to be enough. Oh my gosh, you are bad. I was so startled that it took me for a moment before I had figured out what happened. It's the same in here, you know. That was the first time in my entire life that I'd ever been punched in the head and put everything he had into it. And get killed by this school. I couldn't focus. My brain was still rattling inside my skull from the impact. Or getting killed by me. The world was spinning. I looked up at him with a spasmodic, twitchy, tear-filled eyes. There was no sign of remorse or compassion whatsoever. He looked like a feudal warrior, clutching his sword and staring down at the enemy. The area around my eye was throbbing. It hurt so badly. It felt so swollen and sore. I couldn't even imagine what it must have looked like. And he wasn't done with me. He just got in closer and closer, grinning unnaturally as he raised his fist for the second strike. Let's test this out on you, shall we? You can be the first. I was running on pure instinct and adrenaline at this point. I shot to my feet and just forced him to carry me to safety. Somewhere. Anywhere. He was going to kill me. He was really going to kill me. God. I felt something rattling around uncomfortably inside my mouth, so I spit it out into my hand. It was white. A single white tooth with blood-red highlights at its root. That maniac had actually knocked out one of my teeth. God. My tooth. He was there, just behind me. I panicked, tripping on my own feet and stumbling onto the ground and landing over between the first and second floor. God. I'd fallen on my backside, dropping my tooth on the ground next to me, I began slinking away from the encroaching figure of Yuya Kizami. Save me. Anybody. Anybody. God, please. No. No. I was scooting backwards across the floor, too stiff, sore, and scared to stand. But then my hand brushed across something small and metallic. A key! Ah, it's the ephemery key that she might have lost. Finally, if you could find that thing. Even with my hand right over it, I was shaking so badly I couldn't barely work my fingers to get a grip. It was the most frustrating feeling in the world, and for a few seconds, that felt like hours. I just keep trying to pick up the dang key. Finally, I slipped my finger as a car drove by me through the ring. I had it. This is my only chance. Scrambling to my feet, I somehow slipped past Yuya and ran back up to the second floor, as fast as I could force my shaky legs to carry me. I had the key. I could lock myself in. I could hide in the infirmary. The infirmary is a bad place. Even if you hide yourself in there, whatever's in the infirmary is gonna kill you. It's gonna be bad. Kizami didn't pursue. Not right away. He just stood there, staring. Staring at the tooth that I dropped on the ground. Staring intently as if trying to make out what he was seeing. Your tooth? My gosh. That is... oh my. That is terrible. I cannot believe... oh my gosh. There didn't seem to be any way to lock the door from the inside. I needed to find a hiding place before Yuya showed up. The corner of the room? Under the bed, maybe? I was scanning every inch of the room as quickly as possible, sizing up my surroundings. My eyes stopped on one of those medicine shelves. Scissors. There are scissors in there. It felt like such a revelation, like the answer I was looking for. But what I was gonna do with these scissors? Was I going to fight? Fight who? Yeah. I wouldn't stand a chance. I decided to leave them there. I stepped back and crouched down behind the partitioning screen that was up in the middle of the room. There's a ghost girl in red just coming. Urabi had run back to the bathrooms on the third floor to warn Okawa about the imminent threat that was approaching. Unsurprisingly, he was still crouched on the ground, cradling Katayama's lifeless head in his arms. And he was still stubbornly insistent that if he were to leave that spot, he'd carry Katayama with him. That's not possible. We have to leave him and run. We'll get caught if we don't. No, we can't just leave him behind. We have to. We have to take him to a hospital. But he's dead. No, he's not. He's dead. He's not. He can't be. What a stubborn, foolish man. I'd had enough. I decided I'd rip Katayama's body from Kama's arms and kick him down the stairs. It made one heck of a thud when it hit the landing. But he was already dead, so what did it matter? As long as it helped Okawa get moving, I didn't care. You see, look, he's dead. So get your butt off that floor and run. Open your eyes, Katayama. Katayama is dead. We have to get out of here now. Kizami. Urabi was looking at me, then at Katayama's body, then back at me, as if she didn't make up her mind which was more interesting. But why was she looking at me? Did I have something on my face? Okawa, on the other hand, was focused squarely on Katayama. He was trembling all over, but I thought he finally understood. Then he turned toward me. Murderer! He looked like a madman, ran through the stairs towards his friend's body. He wasn't exactly in right mind, however, so his last steps didn't quite go as planned. He tripped and fell, quite hard, next to Katayama. Gah. Oh. Okay, okay, I understand now. I was playing as Kizami. I understand. I never understand who I'm playing as until it just shows me. It was like, okay. Emmy, what happened? What's going on? Murderer. Who, me? I wasn't the one who killed Katayama. Run away. You'll be killed. I see. In here. Getting killed by the school and getting killed by me are one and the same. We're all going to die here either way, after all. Well, that was good. I finally beat the game. This is a really good game. It really was. I enjoyed every minute of it. You know, if there were one thing that I didn't enjoy about this game, it would actually be the ending, as it doesn't seem complete just yet. You know, however, there is the 8th chapter I'm gonna, eventually get. I'll just leave you with this, like, acoustic version of the main intro of this game, whatever. Just leave it to you. Look at that. Chapter 7 clear. Prologue, Roy Drive. Wait, what now? Wait, what now? I thought I had. Wait for a second. Wait. Holy. Okay, I thought I had to get all the bad ends or whatever to unlock Chapter 8. Is that what I need to do? I'm gonna check something. New chapter. Holy crap. I can play it now. I'm gonna freaking play that thing right now. You better hope I will. Okay, I'm not even going to try to explain it. I thought I needed to get all 8 chapters, whatever, because I read a little thing and it said so. But it seems like there's a bunch of these things I need to be watching now. Like, four of them. Right? Yeah, 4 of them. All from the Byakugan Senior High School. Pretty good. I'm gonna start with this guy, probably one of my least favorite characters of the entire game.
はい、木実優也役の杉田智和です。最近ですね、お風呂の電灯のスイッチをポチッて入れたらパーンと吹っ飛びましてですね、ダークネス風呂になっちゃったね。でも一応部屋の明かりがあるから本当の意味での暗闇ではなかったってね。まあ考えてみれば頭洗ってる時とか目閉じるし、ダークネス風呂もいいかななんてね。これが入ってみたら楽しい。ちょうど入浴剤の色が真っ赤だったんだね。これがさらに、そうか、ジップロッ クっぽい、まずいな、今ピーってなったな。ビニールで閉じられる袋のあれにゲーム機を入れてコープスをやればいいんだよ。誰だってそうする。俺だってそうする。
That was so off topic. That doesn't even make any sense. Okay. That sounds like my rambles, but it was nice. It didn't actually have like him being his insane self, but it was good. I'm just playing my PSP. You know, if I had one and wasn't playing on an emulator, I could just bring my desktop in with a Ziploc bag and just, put it in the bathtub and play it. That's what I'm gonna do. In a darkness bath. It'd be amazing.
7役の五十嵐ひろみです。今回またコープスパーティーに出させていただいて、またナナちゃんができるのをすごく楽しみにしていたんですけど、まさかこんなことになるとは思わずに、かなり今発汗しておりまして、今日はグレーのキュロットを履いていたんですけども、あまりの発汗に色が変色するという事態になりました。皆さんがプレイしているということはきっと私もプレイしていると思うんで、またヒーヒー言いながらプレイしたいと思います。皆さんもヒーヒー言いながら何度もプレイしてください。ありがとうございました。
That's nice. I actually wish that the next games, the Corpse Party, were like, English. But, I don't know. I'm just gonna go to Mrs. Satomi Maria.
浦部恵美役を務めさせていただきました森谷さとみです。お疲れ様です。今回も前作に引き続き恵美ちゃんを担当させていただけて本当に嬉しいです。嬉しいんですがこのコープスパーティーの台本はうちで台本チェックをしている時からもう怖くてあらゆる音にもう敏感になっちゃって、そんな状態だったんですけれども、さらになんか今回台本読んでたら別の方のセリフでなんかあれだけあいつが釘刺してたのに俺はみたいなセリフがあったんですけど、釘刺すみたいな、そういうところにまでなんか火みたいななんか全然関係ないところにまでビクビクしながら台本を読んでおりました。はい。収録を終えてですね、エミちゃん以外にもりょうくんとあとカナちゃんと演じさせていただいたんですが、いやーもうエミちゃんは特に叫びまくりました本当にもう今まで叫んだことがないぐらい叫びました。はい。いやー、あとこれでもかっていうぐらい幽霊で笑いました。なんかどっちもエネルギーが必要なんだなって改めて思いました。はい、楽しく演じさせていただきました。ぜひぜひこれを聞いてくださってるっていうことはですね、作品をやってくださったのかな、これからかな、わからないんですけれども、はい、ぜひ恐怖を楽しんでください。はい、ありがとうございました。
Well, it seems like I beat the game. However, I haven't beat the game. If you catch what I'm meaning. Oh my gosh! This girl's name is Seiko! Oh! If only... that would be awesome if Seiko played Seiko. That would be nice. It's like Satomi Arai instead. But only if Seiko. We could only wish.
コープスパーティーをお楽しみの皆さん、コンプリートおめでとうございます。桐崎東子役の吉田聖子です。今収録が終わりまして酸欠になりながらすっごい今フラフラしてるんですけど、無事に終わりました。私はもうホラーだけはどうしても自分の中で見たりプレイするっていうことができなくて、こうなんか台本をいただいた時に自分で演じて想像してるだけでももうなんか眠れなかったりとかすごいこうあってて、なんかもう早く終わらないかなと思いながらやってました。なのでこのコープスパーティーをプレイされてる皆さんは恐怖を楽しむことができる方たちなんだろうなと思います。私の友達にもなんかホラーが大好きな子がいるんですけど、その子はやっぱりそのゾクゾクする感覚というか、それがこう楽しいと
言っているので、私はまだその境地には至れないなと思いました。残念ながら私はまだプレイできてないんですけれども、この、台本を読んでいて、このコープスパーティーは、シナリオがすごく丁寧に作られているなと感じました。なのでこのコープスパーティーは選択肢によってこう分岐点があって未来が変わったりとかルートが違ったり、するゲームなので、ぜひ全て攻略して、やり尽くしてコープスパーティーの世界を楽しんでみてください。ありがとうございます。
Well, that is exactly what I'm going to do. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, I realized that since I transferred have data from Corpse Party, the original game, beating it and got all the true ends, I unlocked chapter 8 in this game. That's what it was. So I don't need to get all the true ends in this game to unlock Blood Drive. But, you know, before I click on this, I should alert you that Blood Drive actually happens to be the name of a 3rd game in this series that's coming out, or already came out, I think. But not in English, but it's out, and this is the name of the game. So let's start it.